I welcome you back to my another new video. I hope you guys are doing well and you guys are practicing regularly to speak English. So today in this video I am going to tell 3 mistakes that English language learner doing knowingly or unknowingly. Alongside I am going to discuss my 3 secret tips from which I got fluent in English. So the people who try to speak in English or they just want to be fluent in this language, they just making a lot of mistakes without looking deep into it. So you don't want to be one of that, right? So you want to be fluent first in this language. So that is what I am going to tell you, how you can be fluent by not committing these mistakes. The first mistake is they try to focus more on the grammar. So right from the school, our teachers has taught us that if you want to be fluent in English, then you need to know every and each grammar rules. And this is the biggest lie you have ever been fed in your mind. So the teachers also keep on teaching the same rules and rules again. And those rules are also limited to grammar only, like basic sentences of each tense. Now tell me one thing, when you learned your mother language, how many times do you focus on your grammar? Not even once, right? So think practically, you don't need grammar. It is alright that you know the basic and that is alright to speak in English. You don't need to go deeper into the grammar section. So put this in your mind that you don't need grammar at all in order to speak English. So this is the first mistakes that people commit. Second mistake is they try to shift on advanced vocabulary instead of simple vocabulary. And have you ever thought when you learned Hindi language, that is your mother language, have you ever thought that you have to use advanced vocabulary in your Hindi language? No, right? So generally people think that if they use advanced vocabulary in their conversation, they look cool, they look intelligent, and this does not matter. So you can shift to advanced vocabulary after you are fluent, then you can easily shift. But if you are on beginner level, then you should learn how to use the simple vocabulary first. People who learn advanced vocabulary, they can't retain them at all. And the basic vocabulary, you don't retain them at all, because we need to learn this language in a structured way. The more you sentences you learn, the more you words learn, you have to retain them, right? So how you can retain them? You can practice them in various ways. You have to practice them in several ways, and this is the game of practice. The more you practice, the more you become fluent. So this is the truth. Until you unless practice you are thinking that you will be fluent, you will going to be never. And that leads me point number 3, that is they try to translate everything in their mind. Have you ever translate your mother language in your head? Never ever, right? So in English also you can't do that, because it is killing your fluency. When you practice more and more, the English language gets fixed in your mind. So then you don't have to translate everything on your mind. Maybe you may stuck at some point, but that is okay in the beginning level. But once you started to get the fluency, this will never happen to you. So don't try to translate everything in your mind. It is going to kill your time. It is going to take a lot of time. And so these are the mistakes people are doing. And even in YouTube also, the teachers are trying to give more focus on grammar, advanced vocabulary. So you don't have to focus on those things. You just focus on practice. Like if you give your 90% focus on practice, then you will become fluent easily. So other 10% you can give on those vocabulary and other things. So 90% that you have to focus on is practicing. So I want to request you that don't fall in this trap. A lot of people are wasting a lot of time by focusing on these 3 mistakes. So I don't want you to do these same mistakes as I used to do in my initial time. So practice as much as possible as you can, and please at least try to practice 30 minutes if you have done the time in your day. But if you are doing nothing and if you are a student, then you can practice 2 to 3 hours in a day, and in this way you will going to be fluent in just 3 months at least. So this is all in this video, and the next video is coming on how to structure sentences. I have gone through several sentences, and some of them I'm going to discuss in my next video. So I will meet you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If this video helps you in a way, please subscribe and please hit a like.